Reverend Dr. Charlotte Oduro and His Eminence, righteous of all, Apostle Solomon Odura are still married.
How?
Legally?
Some questions. So they are married. Charlotte Oduro is the wife of Apostle Oduro. Their marriage is not. And this letter, you believe that is coming from Solomon Odura? It's an AI letter. It's not true.
Hey, Councillor.
This letter is not coming from the prophets, the apostles' office.
Are you kidding?
I could give you 70% of trust from this.
Because at the end of the day, it's senseless, it's stupidity, it's foolishness. The high-ranking thinking of such a man to use his letterhead to write this to bloggers. It makes him very stupid if this letter is coming from his office. The oil is intact. He's still a bishop. He's still an apostle. He carries the oil. But there's intellectual bankruptcy in the letter they've written. So I don't believe this letter is coming from his office.
Okay.
Have you seen the last part of the letter? Who signed it? Check. Who signed it?
Take us to the...
Oh my God.
This tells me a funny faces friend.
I am the only...
Issued by issued by the office of Apostle Solomon Odura. He said the office.
Please, who signed the letter?
The office. But who is in charge of that office anyway?
So who signed the letter? And all of you are reading the letter and talking. Are we sensibly okay? Why should we allow social media AI generated conversation to become a topic of the day? Because read the content well.
Rosie, send it to me on WhatsApp. Let me verify. Let me turn it in and see the AI generated. Because are you in disbelief?
I don't believe this letter will come from Apostle Oduro.
Why?
Because I believe that he's too sensible to write a letter like this to the public space.
What if he did?
Then he's acted foolishly with no apologies.
Why would you say he's acted foolishly?
Have you read the content of the letter?
Yes, I have.
Yes, we did.
And I just told you that Reverend Dr. Charlotte Oduro is still married to Apostle Solomon Odura.
Have you reached out?
To who?
To her.
Do you have an evidence of divorce? Did you read the content of the letter? Read it again. Most of you are not reading because all of you in your heart wish that Charlotte is divorced. Yeah, she's beautiful. And such a divorced, sleek, smart-looking woman will get a quick, sensible, qualified husband to behold. Obi a kalete you say, but more kind letter also. No, be say that na Charlotte be blue. Apostle Solomon Odura na Charlotte blue. I don't know.
Yes. Obi nsuka so no nim omo. I mean, someone actually said, say, Councillor Charlotte, and a man you couldn't be a home. And then later on, Obi nsuka said there be a yanokre, in comment session, and yanokre, say, my men and me who you couldn't, and you couldn't do no bad media, and so did that. Or no introduce
only Nukuno.
I never know.
Only Nukuno.
There beat me. Yes. Yes, sir. I mean, we've seen
picture na abaninti.
Based on pictures are you.
What did you on the TikTok page in this one?
And letter no war.
Or the tour
on no page.
Is it verified?
Yes.
Verified.
On any page.
Now we are sure self upon no managing page. We do that level no. And I kasa be see and said that the page onko yi. Onko yi na Jimmy ni sisi.
Until that whole.
Say software letter na da ho no. Software kan. An unsigned letter, a letter that has been signed from the office of the Charlie, the letter we are writing to who? And by whose authority is the letter coming out? And it is coming from the ministries. Have you seen it? This is not a ministerial conflict. If there's anything to talk about, it is marital conflict. So why are you using the letterhead? Are you stupid?
It shouldn't affect the ministry.
Why do we look? The oil of the man is intact. The oil, he's still an apostle. he's still the leader of the church. But why do you bring the pulpit into your marital life? Because your marriage was not put together by God, just like mine, including Sibo's marriage. I keep saying it. The Lord has not put the body together. It is the Lord, W-A-L-A-W, and L-O-R-D. So when the Lord puts these people together, a judge can put asunder. This letter purported to be coming from the ministries and the office of Apostle Solomon Oduro. Oh my God. It's a disgrace. If he sat down, read through this letter, and allowed it to fly, I don't believe the letter. Because the caliber of man we are dealing with, I don't think he will allow such a thing to fly.
Okay, so I just turned it in an AI app, and it is not AI generated.
Thank you. So it is human generated.
Yes.
So now you are by your verification machine that I don't trust, but I should take your word by yourself because of the lens you are wearing.
I think you are in dismay.
I want to live in dismay till I die. But I want to say that pay your checks and balances. And when young boys like you wear lens glasses and do verification, it is purported and believed in school that when people wear lens glasses, they are the most intelligent and they are the bees, even though they are sick with a thick lens. I want to believe that you are able to check via AI. So you want to tell me that the letter is coming from the office of Solomon Odura. Is that right?
Yes. I should believe for now.
So you are in the same school with me?
Yes.
Because I'm saying that the content of the letter
doesn't sit well
with the man we are talking about. And the letter is not signed. What will be the locus for this letter? And read the heading. Put the letter, read the heading. Read the letter, the head of the letter. What's it? I want to believe that this man has not acted foolishly. If he has, we're jimming him off.
Councillor.
So for the young boy, for us to enter into the church. Mind you, Charlotte Oduro, Reverend. Let her in here.
There was story letter or letter.
No, this is it.
Press release.
Letterhead near Solomon Oduro Ministries.
Jimmy.
Oh, right.
Press release. Solomon Oduro Ministries. Monday, 10 February. Or drop press release. Am I here? Not sure anything.
Official announcement on the dissolution of marriage between Apostle Solomon Oduro and Reverend Charlotte Oduro.
So if you have dissolved a marriage, she still remains as Oduro. You are stupid.
Sorry.
You are stupid. You seek legal. Will be a cosu kosuadio. They tell you now how you sue a gususuadia and Jimmy and Tia. San Quasia for Bayan Quasiadia will Cromia catcher say Jimmy. What is the maiden name of the woman? Fire caliber and share Jimmy man. Make sure about your one school. Secretary, no, you did. Share their toss with you.
Said Dean and I him.
Into a body for
so watch your official announcement of the dissolution. The word dissolution is not used for legal marriage. And the woman is a missus. So you can't use dissolution.
Do you think this whole thing was in a rush?
Who is rushing to go and do? Is it ejaculation, Jimmy? Why are you rushing to?
Why are you insulting now?
No, because you are saying you take us for granted. Press release this to bloggers and pay them, and we are wasting airtime to discuss this thing. Why do you bring it to the public space? If without pictorial evidence, and we hear the name Charlotte Oduro and Apostle Oduro, who will you give relevance to? Be honest. So you brought this letter so that what? We should not talk to Charlotte Oduro again, or what? Are you okay?
Kakra.
Councillor.
Letter when you're correct. Papa, kind. Part 1 Jimmy kind.
And then we'll be at the letter now did nothing. It is with deep sense of responsibility.
We are sure say we will be as an outro.
The writer
of the letter with deep sense and responsibility.
Deep sense of responsibility.
Right. There's no responsibility of deep sense in writing to us that you are announcing to us that there's dissolution. Now, leave the deep sense. Uba Nabe recognized he announced the dissolution of his marriage to Reverend Charlotte. Anyway, this decision has been reached after much prayer. You are.
the secretary.
That's what I'm saying. Only secretary lady.
On Sakeno.
When I catch here, Papa defense. The again say the defense.
Ojaba.
Me catch her say she has no defense. Ebile, you brought yourself out. You've come to show your intellectual bankruptcy. What's it then? The couple has separated. Who is Charlotte? Is Charlotte aware of the letter? The couples have separated for 3 years. Now she already
further reflection and guidance. They officially dissolved their marriage. Okay, so this is even someone writing for them. They officially dissolved their marriage.
Oh my God!
Traditionally last year, despite multiple settlements.
School. Why won't so be national letter? Now I see where deep reflection and responsibility.
So,
Councillor, what if
no, but do
if you catch one who in a Jimmy for
I will take here then.
This letter doesn't make sense because if you tell me that a civil registered gazetted marriage is dissolved at family level, you are stupid. Simba. Traditional marriages, you don't work there. Are you aware that if you want to divorce your wife and it's traditional marriage, the protocol is that you cannot take a drink to your father's house, to the woman's father's house.
Okay.
In my house, if you bring a drink to come and divorce, we'll beat you with hot water. Because you have disrespected the family. Okay. That as I sit, I'll take a drink to my wife. I'm not even welcome there with a drink. Number two, it is a family that takes a drink. A gathering is called to resolve. Yes. If it's beyond resolution, then they now set a day to make sure that they dissolve the marriage. Dissolution is traditional marriage. Yes. At the end of the day, the drink that they bring, traditionally, they pick up the drink from the family, not from the man, from the family, and then it is hit 3 times before opening. 1, 2, 3. Then libation is poured. When it is accepted, then we give witnesses to drink. So you don't walk to somebody's family house, drop a drink, and come and take a sheet of paper and write nonsense to the public. At your age, with your pedigree, apostle, and you didn't do any mistake, but took your ministerial, position and letterhead to write this. Such letterheads should carry a mandate of a program you're about to do in the forest. A program you're about to do in the village because it is a ministry. Look, Charlotte Oduro is not Sofumamiu. Mind you.
Yeah.
Charlotte Oduro is not Sofuyiu.
She's ordained.
She's ordained.
Yeah.
A gazetted reverend minister.
Yeah.
So she's a wife to the man, accepted. But Oya Sofo, Oya ni Sofo Kuma, and yet. Asofu maami amosha momo say kasa mo kasa mate say Christian I would see Charlotte Oduro mba mepa wa mucho munu so asa mo kasa munu so mo yasisa from the head level it is simple. The marriage is intact. Apostle Solomon Oduro, if you are tired of marrying your wife, use the proper channel to divorce her. And mind you, your divorce is not important to us in the public space. Because we are using the lucky wife you have married to solve issues in town. She's a content developer.
Yeah.
She's wise. She's eloquent. She's smart. She knows what time is it. So if you are fortunate to be a husband to such a man, such a woman,
yeah.
If you are fortunate to be married to such a woman, maybe when you married her, she was not like this. But she's developed and evolved to this stage.
Quickly, what do you say to people who are making fun of her situation? Say,
unfortunately for us, there are 2 things you expect in marriage, including myself. Cheating and divorce. It's normal. It's part of marriage. So trolling her in what sense? Trolling her in what sense? At what stage? Counselor couldn't counsel who? In the first place, whose marriage should not divorce is part of marriage. And Reverend Dr. Charlotte Oduro have said it many times. Don't stay in any bad marriage. The record is there. Why are they not listening to that one? She said it several times. And today, I can't hear straightforward. In this public court of competent opinions, the Comment Association of Ghana, if you follow everything they write, it's likely you become a burden to your own self. But I'm saying this letter is my problem. If you are people are testifying by AI and by relationship, like Rosie is saying, on the pages of you, the follower, apostle, then this letter has nothing to be discussed at all. It is purported and being a tech or the Troy. Yamin funny born in channel because a baye Apostle Oduro and discussing. The obviously discussing why Charlotte Oduro, near good anima say, Oba in Oba, Oba Sebio, what butu no swan wabada, Ugun and West Bedroom. Munjai, my name